Kennedy. We are filming how to make the lizard, and we're doing this right in the local Starbucks coffee shop. And with the lizard right here is what we're going to be folding. And that lizard we are going to start out going to the crane base right here, or the bird base as it's known. And how we get the base folded, the first thing we do is we're basically just folding the paper in half, and it's getting folded in half 4 times. And one of the most difficult things with this very first fold can be getting it to line up perfect on the tip. Just fold it in half once, down both diagonals, inside out. If you have a table, that really helps, but you can also just use your fingernail and your thumb to get a very sharp crease as well. And fold it in half twice. You got to do it 4 times. So now we also do one down both the vertical and horizontal. Just like now we've got the square base. If you're folding a paper crane, you can leave one of the diagonal folds off, but for most of the stuff, when it says crane base or bird base, you do need a fold down both diagonals. Now, as you can see, right here is the top or the center of the paper. Right here is the bottom of the wing where it opens up, and we want to put a fold down the quarter from the top. Not halfway, but the quarter. So I can do that to get it to pull up, and then as it's pulling up, I can even tug right here to adjust where this fold lands, and adjust the fold as needed. But as I'm folding down here, going down the leg, get a good look at this right here. There is a little margin of white that will show up going down the leg, and as I fold it when I'm going up the wing, it's best to leave a very small margin as well. And I do that on both sides. And it's going to look like that. Halfway done with the crane base. Now I do the other side, and the big secret here is when you've got one side done and you got it all perfect and everything, all you got to do is line up the wing tips as you're folding, and then that will give a perfect base fold right in here where you can bring these back down. Now we have the crane base or the bird base, which is step 1 of folding the lizard. Now the next step we do is we just fold into the center, going up the wing. Notice if I did it this way, that's going down the legs, which is how you fold the crane, but not how you fold the lizard. I'll fold both of these in right here, just like that, and we're now at step 2. And the one big fold we want to do for step 2 is bringing this up where we're going to be making the feet for the lizard. And it's best to get about as close to this. Take a good zoom in on this right here. You want to get the edge to go almost all the way to where the paper, where there's a second layer of paper, but you don't want to go beyond that because that'll get messy. Actually, following the diagram, it's actually in there. It goes in a little tighter like that. Make a little adjustment here. So now, looks like step 3. And then, what I do is this right here, which is going to become one of the feet of the lizard, I open this up so that I can grab the tip here and fold it down. And the better you can get both of the feet to look, the more you can get both of the feet to look the same, the better. But alright, on to step 4. Now step 4 to step 5 is I flip it over, just like it shows here, and then I fold the wing, or what's, let's say a tail or whatever. Yeah, this is going to become the tail, but I refer to it as a wing because it's a wing off of the crane base. Now we've got this folded down, so now we're to step 6, and step 6 is to take these edges and fold them in. Just like that. Okay, now step 7, we want to take these and lift them back out just a little bit so we can take the edge here, take this and fold it right into the center, just with a tiny little margin, and then right here will come back down the way it was. So there's side 1, and now for side 2, I'll just basically do the other fold just the same way. And now what we have looks like this. Now we've gone a little bit, this is step 7 in the book, in the diagram, but we're actually at step 8 right now. And as you can see with step 8, we're just making the feet. Now what we want to do here is where this pops out and this is going to become the foot, we want to do an inverted fold like such. So that will become the feet of the lizard. This can even go in a little bit. Now we got this first part of step 8 done here. Now what else we do is we fold this in, become the rear legs. I'm going to fold it in on both sides so it lines up with the tail here. And then notice where I'm holding my thumb down on it right here is so I can get an accurate fold to create the rear foot. Do that on both sides, like that. And we flip them over, and fold it back in. So now what I've just done is step 9 right here. Now, if you look, there's one side, this is the inside of the lizard. You can see that little margin from the crane base. Then there's the outside of the lizard. So we just fold them in half like this. And now with it folded in half, we are to step 11. Now step 11 is to take this part right here and we fold it up in preparation to make the head and also the neck. And then step 12, same thing. All we're doing for step 12 right here. Take a look. 12. All that step 12 is to bring it down now for the head. Step 13 is we want to open up the head on the bottom a little bit so we can see on the inside. And just grab this bit of paper right here and pull it back out. Now it kind of looks like that as I'm working on it. And then the head comes down, just like it should. Got that, and then I fold in the nose. So now we are at step 14, which is almost done. And all that step 15 said, or no, step 14, see it says curl the tail. You know, you can see in the picture the real one has been curled a bit. But what I find looks a lot neater and works a little better and is actually a little easier is to just kind of accordion fold the tail. See what I'm doing here? I'm folding it in over and over and over. Get zoomed in right there.
We're at the wrinkle.
Yeah. And there is our tail. And now we have a finished lizard.